Hi, my name is Tyler Graftaas. I'm a pastor here in Calgary at Cressida Baptist Church and have been invited over the last few years to teach at Alberta Bible College. I believe it was 2017, I taught a youth mission and evangelism class here for the college program, but more recently, I've been teaching Theology of Care since 2019. Theology of Care is a broad look at what it means to care for those in need, who we are as caregivers and what it looks like to offer care in a Christian context through the eyes of Christ. We look at it through a fourfold discipline, looking at the image of God, the love of God, the grace of God, and ultimately the mission of God, which we're invited to participate in. And so Theology of Care is looking at what God has been up to, how we can come alongside those in need, and what it means to be transformed by the gospel as we provide care to those we encounter. As we engage together in Theology of Care, it's about bringing ourselves, our experience, our education, our hopes as well as our failures, and examining those things alongside Christian traditions and practices of care. We also examine psychology in some of its lighter senses, but the formal training is not needed on that side. My hope is that every student who encounters and participates in Theology of Care would see themselves as a member of the body of Christ participating in God's redemptive story to renew creation and to bring wholeness to those we encounter. Throughout the discussion period that we have in class, it is all leading towards the end, where students will participate in a case study of a time when they experienced care, as well as a paper on when they were the recipient of care. These two assignments are my favorite experiences because we get to know even more of the student. We get to know our own experience and journey. And so it's a time where students are able to interact with one another, to share their stories with one another, and to ultimately grow as the community of God here at Alberta Bible College. Inevitably, when people take this course, a light bulb moment occurs when they realize that it's not just them alone providing care, or that care is relegated to professionals, pastors, and those with a title that would imply that they are caregivers. The light bulb moment is when students realize that each of them are responsible, encouraged, and invited by God to participate in the care of those that they encounter. Every time I begin the season teaching Theology of Care, I come in feeling quite inadequate, not prepared, not ready, and not able to really offer anything to the students. But as we journey through together, I'm reminded every time by God that He has put us here for a time and a place to learn and grow from one another. And so no matter where you are, whatever your experience, education, or background, Theology of Care is an invitation to participate in the ongoing work of God. It's a transformation from those who are not well to helping people find a place of wellness. You and I are to participate in that, and that is what Theology of Care is all about.